Hello and welcome back to round 2 back 9 of the New Zealand Disc Golf Championships MPO coverage here in Invercargill on the South Island. This production is brought to you by MDG Media. I'm Connor Wood, and with me Andrew Gum.
Yeah, such a pleasure to comment on this beautiful coverage. You would see what the back 9 has in store. They were just lighting it up on that front 9.
Yeah, an electric lead card. As we take a look at the scores here, we see Maxime Tanghe still leading his solo first place at 9 under. Nate, Jayden, and Ethan all tied at 8 under in second place. Andrew Popham, 7 under, tied at 5th. Exciting battle.
Yeah, great to see that. Three-way tie for second. Max with a one-stroke lead. Check it out.
We got to get us started on this back 9. Beautiful hole 10. Par 4, 165 meters. This hole requires a full power straight shot off the tee, leaving a touchy approach shot over that OB golf green island to an even smaller green surrounded by OB on all sides. Ground play is very important to watch out for as you get tons of action on this short grass.
Yeah, nice one. Nice little kind of risk reward. It's pretty long to go for the eagle, but see how they're feeling.
And we see the wind is ripping with Nate off the tee here.
Like fine position there.
And Ethan coming into this round as the leader has fallen back a little bit now, one stroke behind. We'll see if he can fight back and find that first place position. He goes with a long turnover shot, swings it back to the middle. That looks like a pretty prime position.
Yeah, nice one. Smooth rip and should be a pretty easy up and down. The wind does seem to have picked up a little bit here on the back 9. Not as much as day 1 anyway.
We see Maxime ripping on this force that he was so familiar with in the front 9. And look at the buttery smooth glide. Yeah. Brings it back in bounds.
Nice work. Looked like it might be in trouble there on the golf green, but it got plenty of skip and slide, and it's way up there.
And Jayden, pretty characteristic shot. He seems to like to throw low to the ground, very parallel with the earth, and that one gets a little bit too much over to the right, but I think he still got enough distance to give himself a solid approach here. Look at the touch.
Yeah, he's so money with that zone. He's been really trusting that all event here, and he's got it dialed.
Nate swinging the forehand, hyzer in, crashes the hill. Oh, and he rolls pretty quickly, but should be well within range for his putt.
Yeah, he's been looking real good on the green, so not too worried about him from that distance at this point. Smooth up there. Like he's right under the basket.
Both the Stout brothers have that smooth hyzer shot, really casual. Maxime with a simple little upshot there should be a stress-free birdie as Nate tries to find his and unfortunately cashes out left side.
Okay, nice that it checked up there, though. That could be really dangerous if it got on edge and rolled back into that OB green. Tap in bird for Max.
From Jayden as well. Fantastic upshot. Nate securing his par. And Ethan snagging his birdie as well to put him to 9 down. Still 1 behind Maxime.
Great start to the back 9.
We move on to the beginning of the end. Hole 11, par 5, 328 meters. This enormous hole demands big controlled power with OB on all sides, including a very narrowing fairway on the left at the beginning, on the right for your second shot. These players are really going to need to battle through this tight tunnel and find the distance in the wind.
Yeah, quite a tenacious.
If you want to go really big, I think it is an attackable eagle for some of these far throwers.
Yep. Just got to be careful to control it. There is OB both sides and quite a lot of distance, but see how aggressive they get. Yeah,
And
it
we
does.
saw the risk reward of trying to hop over that first OB inlet on the left of the fairway. I think most of these players, especially in the wind, will lay up before, which kind of prevents that birdie look. But for a left-handed backhand, this does shape really nicely away from that early left side OB. Oh, and he sits it down just in time.
Yeah. Maxime just taking a mutant here, so he's playing it real safe. He doesn't want it to get out of hand at all, and he's got great control over that very overstable mid-range.
And you saw the trust of the angle there, how close he came back to that OB line on the left. Really pushed all the distance he can before the narrowing.
Ooh, Jayden's felling pretty high, and that could be trouble. Those fade hard. Luckily, it checks up just in time.
And we'll see how aggressive Nate gets here. If he wants to keep pace with all these guys getting birdies on 10.
Yeah, he might want to
like
try
a nice forehand hyzer.
to get one back. That's great placement there. Hung it out over that left side OB and got it to finish right in the middle. Nate thinking about this shot, having a good look at it. Goes to his stock forehand. Puts it on a nice line.
Huge skip as he gets right up to that second OB on the right side. That's another pretty perfect placement to get his third shot up to the green.
Jayden.
Very similar shape there from Jayden. Yeah, very clean release.
Yeah. Looking that felon quite often. Back to the mutant for Maxime. Trying to play it safe and try to get his birdie. Definitely has the power to attack this if he wants to, but yeah, maybe it's not worth the risk. Look at these guys.
Bit of razzing to the cameraman.
It's great to see them having a good time out there.
On this course, in these conditions, I mean,
Yeah.
This is New Zealand disc golf at its finest.
Yeah, and disc golf's fun. Those are cool dudes for sure. What's not to be smiling
Smooth
about?
shot from Ethan.
Yep, nice one. Now the force is coming out. Good move on that if it can get some ground play. Might have been a little low.
He did
Okay.
turn it over quite a lot. He's asking for a safe call.
I think he is.
I believe he came up in time. Yep. See Jayden try to swing the big wide forehand.
Yep. Halo Destroyer. Skipping up nice.
Really nice to get himself up there. Well done.
Yep. Inside the circle for birdie. See if Nate can follow that vapor trail. Puts a little turn on this, but it should stable up. A little wide left. Good effort though.
Yeah, and you can see how demanding the distance is. 328 meters in the wind. With just constant OB, it can be, I think, pretty stressful just to navigate this lengthy, dangerous fairway.
Absolutely. That's a nice upshot. About 6 meters from the pin.
Max from the knee gets it under the low ceiling and gets it right up there for the tap in.
Well played. Nate's just laying up too. Jayden wants more though. In pretty good position here.
He wants it all. And he finds it.
Nice one. Nice soft touch on that putt, and it lands right in the heart.
Great putt to get us started. With the rest of these guys even closer. I expect we'll see them clean this green up now. Ethan also with a solid 5. Max taking also a stress-free 5. And I believe Nate as well.
Okay, I thought Jayden had a birdie, but maybe I missed something there. Looks like a par frame. Not bad on that one.
Absolutely. I think this is one they definitely do want to attack. Hole 12, par 5, 360 meters. You heard that right. Another huge hole 5 with slightly friendlier OB, only the fairway of the previous hole out of bounds on the right, and a few hazard bunkers here and there. Most players will try to get there in 3 shots, and 2 if you really want to try and get aggressive and go for the eagle look. I think these nicely manicured fairways and greens could lend themselves to a pretty lengthy distance roller.
360 though, that's asking quite a lot. But yeah.
Oh, you have to bomb. I think this is 2 huge shots, but there may be looks from some of these guys. You see Ethan off the tee with a nice hyzer flip over stable finish.
Yep, good start. That green force seems to be Maxime's go-to distance driver at the moment. Putting really nice moves on him. Getting that little touch of Annie and getting huge distance. One's a little high. Fading nicely. Plenty of room over there, I guess. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. No danger on the left. You can just throw a big overstable driver. We'll see how aggressive Jayden gets here with the turn, if he really wants to try and hug the right side, or... Oh, he's playing the long turnover shape.
Okay. Worked out.
Great slide up. I think got another 40, 50 almost. Oh, Nate looking for that infamous roller. And it looks like it got away from him, but look at the late turn on the cut angle, really laying that one down heavy, knowing that it's going to push up and flip to the right.
Yeah.
Nice angle control.
Very flippy disc. He really knew what he was doing there, though, and got some great distance. Big shot here. Nicely done.
Very solid position. Should be having a solid play for his birdie there.
Jayden throwing a wraith. Try to get a little turn and some big distance. Nice one.
Max feeling the wind. Looks like it might be tail. As this thing flies down center fairway. Nice front pushing finish, and that is great.
Yeah, fantastic.
And Nate, so far unable to find his birdies on this back 9, is losing pace a little bit to the left to the rest of this card, but with many holes left to go, he'll have tons of chances, this hole included. Oh, little kick of the log there on his walk up.
Didn't seem to affect him much. Pretty good.
Oh,
up.
great shot.
Yeah, inside the circle. Back to the zone for Jayden. Dark horse stamp.
Wow, look at the checkup.
Perfect.
Just perfect hyzer, perfect stability, distance. Spot on from Jayden there.
Beautifully done. Nate coming in wide and getting some pretty good ground play to circle's edge. A little bit low ceiling. Should be able to navigate it.
Max with that Ruru in his hands.
He's been doing special stuff with this. That one real close, looks like. Oh,
And a nice stable flight there.
Yep. Just a little hot, but should be able to make good anyway. Nate taking
Wow, as Nate faces the elements.
taking a moment to really feel that wind. Looks dialed.
Oh, the height so tricky into that headwind.
Yeah, he thought he would get a little more lift. Looked like a great line on it. Just catch his top cage and left side for Ethan.
Fairly quick putt there after getting to his lie. We see Max here to find his birdie. There you go. Gets lifted and dropped.
Nice putt.
Yeah, a little sweaty at the end there, but got that one in.
Yeah, it was definitely moving up, but right in the center, so.
And that puts him to 11 down.
Ooh, what a pace. 8 down for the
Ethan
round. My goodness.
And Nate, not connecting on their birdie putts. Jayden, the only one matching Max. So he goes to 6 down for the round so far. 1 behind Max. Ethan behind them at 9 and Nate at 8.
Great battle here.
And that battle continues to hole 13. Par 4, 159 meters with an open shot into a low-ceiling wooded fairway. Players will need to keep their shots low to fight all the way up there. This one Mando left coming into play. Potentially a chance for an aggressive roller, but I think a lot of these guys will go for that nice wide shot out the left and then a touchy upshot through the trees. Very nice. Very thematic.
Another beautiful hole. Very well designed. Looks like so much fun to play this course.
We gotta go sometime, Andrew.
Oh yeah,
It's too
I'm
nice.
up for it. Yeah, after watching this, I've heard great things about New Zealand from everybody, so definitely a place I'd love to see someday.
Jayden, often favoring the low ceiling, unfortunately catches some branches there, pushed down about halfway through his flight, but I think far enough up he could still manufacture a birdie chance. We'll see what Max opts for here. Looks like the roller.
Yeah, he's got an essence. Puts it down clean, splits the trees. And it finish. Yeah. Not bad at all.
And he's up there. He's on the left, but he didn't hit a thing.
Yeah, he's way up there. Gonna be a really easy birdie.
Ethan now in the most danger of missing that Mando given the left-handed backhand shape, but you see he goes for a lot of turn to counteract that and finds a little bit too much.
Might be a roller from Nate as well. Or just an anti-flex. Not sure what that disc is. That's a roller.
As he stands it up, look at this thing go.
Oh my goodness.
Coming back to the fairway.
Whoa, that's how you do it.
Wow. Bombs his way up the low ceiling with the roller. Has an eagle look from deep circle too, but
he
is
loves
right
it.
up there.
Great to see some emotion from Nate. And great to hear that his card mates cheering him on. Maxime was well impressed with that. Seems like really great
As you
camaraderie
mentioned,
on
I
the card.
think.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I was going to mention the same.
Yeah, great to see these guys having a good time. And playing at such a high level too. Really kind of feeding off each other's positive energy and doing wonderful stuff here.
Jayden on his upshot still has some distance to go, but a little bit nose down as he finds the earth a touch too soon. He'll be left with a deep circle to look for birdie, maybe, and most likely just a layup.
Yeah, that ceiling's
This is
so
Max
low.
for eagle.
Another really nice
Gets
kind
it.
of lunging knee putt approach.
Hey, he does seem to be very comfortable off that knee when needed, coming into play very frequently given this beautiful foliage here.
Indeed. Jayden's up. Should get the job done.
Nate for the 2.
Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go. Oh, man, that was close. Nice effort. Gave it a soft bid. It's going to have an easy comebacker for the birdie, but it definitely had a chance. Trying to drop that in.
Really showing us a great example of how to attack this hole. Nate will be finding his first birdie of this back 9 here.
Yeah, that was a sweet roller.
Nate coming up here about 4 or 5 meters away.
Yeah, nice
Very
birdie.
nice as we see Ethan, I believe, for his par, and Max matching the birdie pace to put him to 12 down, still leading.
Yeah, he's on fire.
Hole 14, a beautiful par 4, 145 meter, super tight tunnel shot. It will make sure to keep you honest as you must navigate down this fairway with OB looming on all sides, left and right. You will need 2 pure lines to get all the way up there and then swing in sharply to the right at the end of the fairway to try and access this very guarded basket.
Yeah, super tough tunnel here. 145 meters. Got to thread the needle. No other choice but just hit that gap clean. Doesn't need to be a super fast disc. Something straight is ideal. Like this instinct from Maxime. Neutral fairway. Little touch of Annie. Gets caught up on that right side.
But very lucky to kick down to the middle. OB can come into play very quickly. Nate with a very smooth shot.
Great gap hit. Gets a little bit of a flare skip. He's going to be in some trouble over there on the right side, but the gap nice. Jayden taking his buzz. He hit this really clean on the first round.
And on the second.
I like the play. You know, you saw what happened with those drivers. Like Nate had a great shot, but it skipped off so much with the, with the edge on the disc. When you got that buzz, it's just a matter of hitting the gap, and you know it's going to finish well. Whoa, yeah, super low. Good ground play. Decent position. He doesn't like it, but it could have been a lot worse.
Absolutely. I think he got some solid slide up there. I think with a great shot here, especially left-handed backhand, he could still find the birdie if he were to pure this.
Right.
With the tree
chance, but nope.
kicking him back to the left. He'll be in par save mode from there, but definitely has a chance.
Yeah. Got to show off some scramble skills and team with a little bit of stuff to work with here. Patent pending. Mutant. Yeah. A little bit low, but pretty good effort. Difficult position.
You can see how demanding this narrow fairway is. These players opting to play very safe. And as you mentioned, something that lands soft and flat, really ideal here. Going down in speed a bit, or getting a clean hyzer flip and flat landing. Yeah, Nate, although he got so far up there, you see what an awkward scramble shot he has remaining, and he is throwing a fantastic upshot from nowhere.
What an effort. That was great. He had so little.
Even he says, wow.
He's surprised. Yeah, that was impressive, though. He had very little space to work with. He had to go really high left and get it to work back right. So much in the way, but beautifully done. A bit of meat left on the bone there, but can give it a chance. Doesn't seem to be too obstructed.
Max wanting to just put this one close to try and have an easy putt. Sails a little bit long. Will be about edge of circle with a tree in the way for his par save.
Unlucky. Gonna be a really difficult putt. They just have to lay it up.
Speaking of,
oh. Eyes are touched there, but unable to connect.
oh, but Max has got a look.
Oh yeah, he can
Can he
stretch
find the
around,
Annie putt? Oh,
Ooh, great try.
solid chance. Yeah.
Nate with a chance for a miracle birdie, really, after that drive.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And he finds it.
Nails it. That was a sick scramble, man.
That'll be a 2-stroke swing to Max, the current leader.
That's just what he needed. Right back in this.
Really nice. Jayden taking a stress-free par. Completely fine score on this hole. Birdie very demanding. Ethan and Max both looking at their bogeys.
Yep. Still at 8 down, even with that bogey for the round. So good. 1-stroke lead.
Things get very interesting now all of a sudden as we get to hole 15, par 4, 191 meters. A lot of players consider this a must-get birdie as you have a big drive straight off the tee, then hopping over an OB island with hazard bunkers on both sides and OB quickly behind the basket. As usual, you'll need power off the tee, touch on the upshot, and hopefully a soft landing.
Yeah, pretty demanding par 4. All that OB up there.
I think throwing a steep hyzer on that second approach shot. Oh, Nate clearing out his way there. Totally fair.
Ooh.
Ideally, I'd like to get a steep hyzer on that second shot to control the distance and stay out of OB, but that golf green really allowing the flat slide.
That was
see
big.
Nate positioned himself, really nicely. That was huge.
Big move on that. Great distance and really in perfect position.
We'll see how much Jayden bites off.
Good. You guys are ripping it.
And Maxime looks hungry.
Yep.
Coming off a bogey, we'll see how he recovers. This looks ripped.
Smashes
Can he avoid that
forward.
hazard, though?
Stay clean.
Oh, he dances
Yeah.
on the rim and keeps it safe. That is a fantastic spot to be. He will have a short upshot to the basket.
Big lefty hyzer. Tables up nicely at the end and flirting all over it. Is he safe? I believe. He's just
I think he
safe.
curled back, yeah. A lot of flirting with the OB on this hole for some of these guys throwing really far.
Yeah, some dirty dancing there, but ends up clean.
Jayden with the trusty zone.
Oh man, he's so good with that. You can almost guarantee he's going to be in the bullseye when he's like 90 and in that thing.
Ethan makes his way up there nicely as well. Nate with about 60 left, 50.
Great up.
Curls it up beautifully around the basket.
You can see just how close that OB is on the backside. Very scary upshot. Great touch on this one from Maxime, and he's in the bullseye. Park job. Could have a star frame.
As Nate finds that putt, that will be 3 in a row for him, putting himself to 11 under. Sorry, they don't celebrate Thanksgiving in New Zealand.
Still doing his best to promote that turkey consumption worldwide. Great finish there, and like we're just about all assured to have that star frame.
And you can see, although this hole looks pretty scary with tight OB, a lot of these guys making the birdie look quite easy. A must get for these top players.
Yep. Well executed from each one of these guys.
We move on to hole 16. Par 3, 115 meters. This fairway has a soft left to right bend and an OB golf green to the left. Hazard bunkers as well surrounding that. OB all along the right side of the path and beyond. I think a soft backhand turnover or forehand straight shot will get them there. We'll see if they can keep it safe.
Yeah.
And likely playing very nicely for Ethan's left-handed backhand.
Indeed. Nate with that really great forehand. Let's see if he can get himself up there. Overshoot it.
Some fancy feet there from the cameraman.
Does well to get out of the disc way, and that finishes 11 meters behind it.
Jayden, no stranger to the forehand as well. Swinging this nicely and has a great width. Fires also a little bit long. These guys crushing the forehands.
Might be a little bit tailwind. Giving him an extra boost. Those guys got great power. Maxime going backhand.
Ruru.
Oh yeah. 115 meter Ruru shot. Man, I wish I could do that.
Oh, but he, right? Pushes it over. What a luxury to have.
Yeah. That one was just a bit overturned, but still could be a pretty easy up and down for par.
And I think you're right. He was looking for that tailwind assistance. Here's that left-handed backhand from Ethan.
Oh, yeah.
And perfection. Slides it right up, closest of the bunch.
Textbook touch hyzer there, just right on the money.
All right, we see Max up first from deep. Pitches up stress-free 3.
You know what that is on the left side of the basket?
No, I was thinking the same thing. Maybe a marker of...
Oh, it could be
land
CTP.
or
Probably
construction.
CTP. Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
For sure, right?
Yeah. Good hole for that. Nate's putt was just a little soft and left, I think.
Jayden from the trees got a huge forehand skip. Oh, and a healthy looking putt that hits dead center. I think that was pole and back out towards him.
Yeah, maybe a little left side, but that, I mean, you really expect that to go in. I mean, that was a beautiful putt.
Yeah, not to undermine a great birdie there from Ethan, snagging his second in a row. Great bounce back from the bogey earlier.
Yeah, brilliant work there. He's going to take a stroke on the card here. Unfortunate for Jayden there, though. Nice one.
Definitely still in contention. I think these players will hold their heads high. Moving into hole 17, the last par 5 of this layout, 275 meters. Moving to the back of the course, we have OB right side the entire way, players will want to get as much power possible straight down the middle, try to pierce the green on their second shot, and make sure to swing it back nice, high, and wide to ensure that they stay in bounds. Ethan likely going to battle through underneath the trees on his second shot. We'll see his first now. Tons of height and turn.
That's big. Right in the middle. Another roller from Nate. It's had some beauty so far. Oh, this is just a big effort.
Oh, this is in trouble, though.
Yeah, trying to get that turn, but stalls out and fades away left. Oh, be there, but
left side is the mistake, yeah, with OB along the right. That is the error you'd like to lean towards, but he will have a very tricky look.
Yeah, that was so far left. Not really where you want to be.
Oh, and Jayden has crushed this.
I think that's more what Nate was looking for. Look at this. Comes back at the end. That's huge. Yeah, let's see that again.
Let's take a look at that replay. Jayden off the tee. Nose up, hyzer release. Look at the full turning flight.
Goodness. What a beautiful line.
On pushes forwards to the very end. Picture perfect placement in the dead center fairway.
Nicely done. Back to the force.
Maxime has a nice height as well. He gets a soft turn and big fade. Great characteristic flight of the force there. He's also in a fantastic position to even have a eagle chance from that far up.
Nicely done. Be sure to support MDG Media's Patreon account. Help bring the world quality coverage like this from all kinds of great events worldwide. Appreciate all that support. Nice second shot from Nate. Good recovery from over there on the left.
Ethan pushing straight up the middle. Will be a little pinched off on his entry to the green, but definitely has enough distance to give himself the look.
May the force be with
Maxime
you.
now, his second shot.
Jedi. Here he goes.
Oh, this is crushed. He's beating the trees. Does he get all the way?
Oh my lord. Look at that. Does he get? He goes long of it.
Long on his second. He is putting for eagle backwards.
Oh,
on this par 5. Wow.
Gotta love
look
that.
at the fist bump there. That was crushed. And what a shape to trust the stability, that turn plus the fade just at the right time.
Yeah.
He really hit that sweet spot.
Putting some serious force on that force. Gonna be rewarded with a great eagle look. That one burned and turned a little. Doesn't get too much distance, so.
Nate playing out to the left of the fairway. You'll see that opens up this hyzer approach to the green, but very wide, battling the wind. He does just barely get himself up there for the putt.
Yeah. Finished well. Still a chance for birdie. Money zone here from Jayden.
The money maker.
Yep. See if he can get another park job with it. Swinging it out. Comes in. What do you expect? On the number. Man, he's good with that.
Really dialed. Oh, Ethan with a little bit of an errant forehand, really? Oh, never mind.
It looked weird, but
Super
it
overstable.
worked out really well.
Yeah, trusting the flight over that OB right side. And Nate finds his birdie with a solid putt.
Yeah, that was really nicely done. The wind is ripping. Very confident stroke right into the middle. Here's that eagle look from Maxime. Oh, yeah.
And he finds it. That second shot, absolutely incredible. To not only have the distance on the second, but to navigate perfectly that entrance through the Guardian wall.
Super highlight there.
Fantastic stuff, and a good birdie for Ethan
I wonder how many
and
eagles.
Jayden as well.
Yeah, greatly done there. But Maxime's got so many eagles, doesn't he?
Oh, he's hunting them. He's hunting them. He's on some sort of list somewhere for too many eagles. As we move on to the last hole, hole 18, par 3, island green with hazard everywhere short, OB everywhere long. That golf hazard coming into play as well on the green. These guys will need to really trust their shot, find their line, and pure it.
Yeah, great finishing hole here. See that clubhouse there behind. And just a really touchy one. Really got to control it.
I love the clubhouse being near the 18th. That's always fun when you close out your round and you have a gallery there, especially for this lead card playing late in the day. Always an exciting ambiance.
For sure. Big hyzer. Wants to get down, and it does. Very nice.
Going into this hole with a one-stroke lead for Max, Jayden and Nate tied at 11 under. This is Ethan sitting at 10.
Looks good. Playing the wind nicely. Oh, yeah. That was a great one. Looked like I had a chance to skip in there.
Yeah, that thing came in with some heat. On this ground, I wouldn't put it past any shot to get the height off the skip. Nate getting a nice hyzer flip forehand. We'll see if he can beat that hazard bunker.
Oh,
Goes over.
Oh, yeah. Gets a great finish on that. Must have been a pretty overstable driver, and he's got a birdie look. Jayden's got his Halo Destroyer. Swinging it high and
Super
wide.
wide, super high, and he has bombed it as he drops that bomb right into center island.
Nicely done.
All right, our leader up first. This putt would really be a powerful message.
Oh. Heavy chains, but just a little left. Have to settle for a par, but a really great round from Maxime. Going to keep himself firmly on this lead card without a doubt.
And this is Jayden to take his share of first place going into round 3. Oh.
Just missed it, but a clean back 9. That's fantastic. And he's sneaky good, you know, like he hasn't really done anything too flashy.
He's got it all.
Yeah. Just super consistent and really, really well-balanced skills.
Nate to tie it up in first place. Finds his birdie on 18. Will be going into that final round at...
He really picked up the pace there in the end. 5 out of the last 6. And that's like one of the hardest parts of the course, I think, if not the hardest. You know, he really dissected those difficult holes, and great finish
shot
there.
And putt there from Ethan, yeah. And 4 in a row on the last 4 holes.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he really lit up that back 9.
Some really impressive play we have seen. What an incredible moving
and
day.
An electric round.
Yeah, that was really, really fun and exciting to watch.
As we take a look at the standings, Max still leading 1 stroke ahead at 14 under with an 11 under round. Super hot. Nate in second at 13 under. Jayden and Ethan tied in third at 12 under. With the field behind them, our lead card will be the same for round 3. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and we will see you there.
Yeah, don't miss this incredible action. Final round. Big thanks to the touring partners and the tournament partners. As you see there, couldn't do it without them. And big thanks to MDG Media for making this happen.